Most everyone in the world is oblivious to the global catastrophe that lingers above them in space. It may sound alarmist or overly dramatic, but the end of our civilization that lurks above us is something that very few people around the globe pay any attention to. It's the Kessler Effect, and it's a real-life scenario that can end everything as we know it. An event that has the potential to send humanity back an entire century for decades, even centuries to come. What is the Kessler Effect? It's a situation where a chain reaction of collisions between space debris creates an impassable cloud around Earth. This scenario was first proposed by Don Kessler in 1978, predicting that satellite collisions would start happening in Earth's orbit by the year 2000. The first satellite collision occurred in 1996, and some experts believe that we are already at critical mass in the low Earth orbit. When two pieces of space debris collide, they break into many smaller fragments. They in turn collide with other objects, creating even more debris that is traveling at 18,000 miles per hour. This cycle would quickly escalate, making Earth's orbit a dense, impassable cloud of space junk, threatening every country and every civilization on Earth for centuries to come. The Kessler Effect is essentially a feedback loop of destruction. The more objects launched into space, the higher the risk of collision. The more collisions, the more debris is created, increasing the chance of further collisions. If left unchecked, it will make entire regions of space unusable, stalling technological progress. The movie Gravity from 2013 is the best visual example of how the Kessler Effect would destroy anything in its path, and could do so even if all of the fragments were small. The one thing that would be different is the fragments would be coming at you at a speed of 18,000 miles per hour, so you wouldn't see them at that speed. The destruction would appear instantaneous to an observer, and there probably wouldn't be any survivors. There are over 100 million pieces of space junk orbiting Earth. They range from small paint flecks and metal scraps to defunct satellites and spent rocket stages. According to the European Space Agency, there are almost 40,000 pieces of debris larger than 10 centimeters being tracked by ground-based radar. A countless number of smaller fragments are moving through space at speeds that give even the tiniest of pieces the power to destroy large satellites. Even a small paint chip traveling at 18,000 miles per hour could punch a hole through a satellite or spacecraft, while larger debris, such as defunct satellites, pose more serious threats. In 2009, a retired Russian satellite collided with an active US satellite, creating over 2,000 pieces of trackable debris. Imagine if this happens multiple times. It's a problem that can easily spiral out of control as more and more objects are launched into space. Massive projects like SpaceX's Starlink and Amazon's Kuiper have already sent tens of thousands of small satellites into orbit. This alone can cause the problem to grow exponentially. These projects will dramatically increase the number of objects in orbit, bringing the Kessler Effect closer to reality. If the Kessler Effect were to occur, it would make space unusable, leading to the collapse of the entire satellite infrastructure. This would result in the loss of global communications, make huge parts of the internet unusable, impact cell phone service and anything that relies on the network of satellites to work, which is almost everything in today's world. Accurate forecasting of the weather and climate would be impacted, as the majority of information used for climate monitoring is provided by satellites. The financial industry, stock exchanges, international trade and banking systems rely heavily on the global satellite system. They would all be greatly impacted, or could possibly no longer function, given their complete reliance on the network of communications satellites. The loss of GPS alone would cause chaos in global transportation, agriculture, and other industries that rely on precise positioning systems. There could be massive global social unrest as the economy grinds to a halt and unemployment hits 30 or 40%. The impact on our civilization would be devastating, and we are only describing the immediate impacts on what a runaway Kessler effect would do to humanity and the systems that rely on satellite communication. Space exploration would be the biggest casualty, putting future missions to the Moon, Mars, and beyond on indefinite hold. The International Space Station and its inhabitants would be in severe danger. as even a 1-inch piece of debris traveling at 18,000 miles per hour could destroy critical systems and cause lethal damage to the astronauts. But the Kessler Effect is not inevitable, and it will require international cooperation, new laws and technologies to avoid it. The first step is to slow the rate at which new debris is being created. All satellites and rockets must be designed so that they will deorbit themselves after their task is done. All space missions must have safe disposal plans in place before any launch is allowed. Stricter regulations and adherence to even tighter standards are crucial if we are to save the orbital space above us. Technologies such as robotic arms, harpoons, nets, and even lasers are being developed to capture and remove space junk. Although these methods are still in their early stages, they offer a promising solution to the growing problem of space debris. The Kessler Effect is not science fiction. It's a real and growing danger that at the very least may limit humanity's future in space. As the number of satellites and other objects in orbit continues to rise, so does the risk of a catastrophic chain reaction of collisions. Without swift action to manage space debris, we face a future where space exploration and even basic satellite services become too dangerous. Everyone can play a part to help prevent this possible catastrophe, even if it's just being a part of the loud chorus of voices who are demanding immediate preventative action so that we can save the space above us for future generations.